here.
Yeah.
It's such wonderful information.
Up next, we have dermatologist Dr. Sandra Lee, and she's here to help us deal with those wrinkles and how we can get rid of them and some of the remedies. So don't go away.
Yay.
Where'd my spoon go? Yes, welcome back, welcome back. You know, it's Home and Family, fresh new ideas every single day right here, and good things that I think people can use.
Just like we had right now.
I still have granola in my teeth.
I have seeds in my teeth, but they're so good.
So such a good recipe. And of course, all that's on our website. And speaking of, we'd love to hear your ideas. Share them with us. Give us your thoughts, suggestions. If you'd love to see something on the show, let us know. You know, this is what we live for, is giving away this wonderful trip. And this week we gave away an all-exclusive dream vacation for two. And this one was to New York. We'll be announcing that very lucky winner on the show on Monday. Our next Fun Jet vacation trip is going to be to where?
We're going to Jamaica this time.
Well, you're not going.
I want to go.
No, lucky winners are going.
I want to go with them.
No, you're not going. Guess we'll be staying at the luxurious Riu Resort, Montego Bay, courtesy of Fun Jet Vacations. Do something you will never, ever forget. All right, so
I would like to go to Jamaica with Home and Family.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, we could, you know, turn trees into things.
Just go, Woody.
You know, I know.
We're gonna go to Jamaica.
I know, but please go to our website. Leave suggestions that you have for us. We would really, really like to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so our next guest says you don't need to go under the knife or spend a fortune to have a beautiful complexion or to get rid of wrinkles. That always scares me because there are so many over-the-counter products that you search for. Some of them are way, way too expensive. I never know what to do. But we have a solution for you today. Dr. Sandra Lee is here, and she's going to help us take away all of the buying myths that when it comes to wrinkle-removing products on the market. So welcome, Doctor.
Thank you.
Nice to have you. Rita, you're joining us. Thank you for staying.
I'm so excited about this. I want to know.
Thank you, thank you. So first of all, why do we get wrinkles?
I know, it's depressing, but it happens to all of us. And you know, there's ways that we can fight it, but it's going to happen. You know, there's multiple things that happen. Gravity pulls down on us.
I hate that Isaac Newton.
Gravity. We lose actually fat in our face. It's this curse. I mean, we gain fat on the rest of our body, but we lose fat in our
what's that
face.
about?
I know. It's not fair. It's not fair. And really, even things that we do in our life, if we smoke, if we smile or frown a lot, these create expression lines. And when you sleep, too, you're like push against your face and you can create more lines.
And the environment as well.
Yes, there's so many things that are involved.
We're fighting against a lot.
Yes, it is. It is a fight, but it's a fight that we can, you know, we can fight well. And there's so many things to do. There's Botox, there's fillers, there's surgery even. But here today, we're going to talk about things that you can find even in your local drugstore that are great anti-aging topical treatments. And there are so many, and we were already talking about this earlier, how we are overwhelmed when we go into the department store. These people accost you and they say, try this because it's going to get the fine lines away from your eyes, and you know, try this to remove the lines on your lips. And it's overwhelming and scary, and you don't know if a $20 product is going to be the same as a $100 or $200
I would
product.
instinctively want to go to the more expensive one because I would think there were safer ingredients in it and it would be better for me. So what's the myth with that?
Well, that's not necessarily true. I think that the more expensive ingredients have more expensive bells and whistles added onto it, but it does not mean that you couldn't get an allergic reaction from something in there. It does not mean that more expensive means less a chance of having irritation, you know, on your skin.
Can we just address the fact of with the Botox and the lip fillers and the facelifts and all? Every single person I have ever seen who's done that, they look like they've done it.
Well,
do I look like I've done it?
Haven't.
Do I look like I've done it?
But I don't. You don't
What
look
about
like
me?
Yeah, no, but you can always tell when somebody is altered. So I would like to do it, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen platypus lips on people. And so
that is true.
I want to go to these products, but I don't know what to get.
Yeah, so let's talk about them. So these are really groups or categories, things that you want to look for in your products, and it doesn't matter which product you have. I'm not endorsing a certain product, but at the far end here, we have retinols. Retinols are a over-the-counter equivalent or near equivalent to retinoids, which are what we know are a prescription that can actually help to minimize fine lines and wrinkles. It's been around for decades, and we know that it does help. It's actually used for acne, so a lot of kids at a stronger percentage use it to treat their acne.
What does it do?
But in this case, retinols are great because they increase cell turnover. They make your skin more efficiently exfoliate. They can decrease skin pigmentation, and in fact, it can even minimize the risk for skin cancers, or pre-cancers. So it's a good thing to go on. It's not going to change you overnight. It's not going to transform you, but it really is a great thing to use long-term or chronically. So you can find it in a lot of topical products. Sometimes the higher the strength, the more potentially irritating it can be. So really, when you start something like that, you want to start it slow. Start it maybe a day, wait like a couple days to see how you react, to see if you flake. The older we get, the drier we get too, naturally. So we tend to maybe flake or be irritated by it.
So when you're irritated or flaked, does that mean you should stop using it, or you just have to work through that?
Just take a break from it,
And
like
then use it
maybe
again?
ease into it, and there may be a time where you can use it every day. So there are retinols, and the problem with them is I can't really tell you a percentage because they don't really put it on the package. You don't have to when they're over-the-counter products to actually tell you the percentage of active ingredients.
They list them in order of the ingredients.
Yes,
it
and
doesn't do that.
Not necessarily, because they'll have a separate section that says active ingredients. So retinol, there's a range here. I mean, I have a range of like a product that's $10, $15 to a range of like, $65. And you just have to find the one that you like, that you feel good, that makes you feel confident.
Well, let's talk about the vitamin C,
Yes.
topical vitamin C.
Vitamin C's are wonderful because they are antioxidants. Now, many of us might, take vitamin C orally, but actually it's much more potent to take a topical form for your skin to help rejuvenate your skin. It's an antioxidant.
So what is an antioxidant?
What antioxidants do is they actually will remove the free radicals in our skin that are created because of damage to our DNA from like the sun, from smoking, from pollution, from just living. So they actually help to repair our DNA. So there are tricks to this, though. Vitamin C is a very unstable product, so you really want to actually open the box. If it's sealed on top, open the bottom and actually check the bottle, because they have to be opaque, because it actually degrades in the sun. So if you see, I actually had noticed that this product, I can see it here in the light, so I don't think this product is going to be as superior as something that, all these other ones are very solid and opaque.
If you end up with something like that at home, could you store it in your drawer?
I would store it in a dark area, and I would seal it very tight.
Okay.
So those are great products to try. There's a range, too, of prices. Next, I want to talk about alpha hydroxys. Alpha hydroxys are like what you see in chemical peels, what you might do in the doctor's office, at your esthetician's
How
place.
safe is this?
These are very safe, though they can be exfoliating. They are keratolytics, which means that they actually take the surface of the the dead skin cell layer off, and that is nice because it makes your face look more radiant. It makes you glow more. And there's a wide range. I mean, it can range from, this is like $16. I got this at the local CVS. Up to, you can go $200, $300. I'm sure this is about $120 that you can actually really only find in doctors' offices. So they make it foofy, doctors' offices. Next, we have oral phytoceramide, which is an oral vitamin, which is wonderful. It's actually FDA approved just recently. And it helps, you want to open it up. It actually helps to replace lipid in our body. Phytoceramide.
And what does that do?
It actually helps. It helps replace the ceramide in our skin, which is lost over time. It's a lipid, a natural lipid on our skin.
Okay.
So it makes our skin look more supple, less dehydrated. That makes us look more healthy. Lastly, to help you to increase the penetration of all these products is something that I know Mark is very familiar with.
This is what I wanted to know about.
This is a power cleanser, or a power facial cleanser. This is probably the Cadillac of all of them. Rotates 300 times a second, so it increases the penetration of products, and it's an easy way to kind of clean yourself. Actually, you can use this in the shower too.
Yeah.
So that's
You
fine.
can buff your car out with that thing.
No,
you
you
can do
can't.
so many.
You cannot.
You can?
This is $200, but you can find a $20
May I have it now?
Absolutely,
Did you just
can.
turn it on?
I did.
Because I didn't want to spend this much money, because it was so expensive, and I bought one for $10, and it goes around and around and around. Would it do the same thing as this, or is this superior?
I think it does the same thing. This one rotates very quickly. I don't think the other ones do.
Well, what if I just held mine really still and I rotated?
You could probably do that. I think you could, yes.
Oh, okay.
But they're not necessary.
This is so expensive.
Yeah.
And what about that other thing?
That one's $20. That's from CVS, $20. This is an oil of Olay variant.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't.
Oh, thank goodness. Because I was.
I mean, this thing here. What
Yes,
is this?
that is different. That is actually another product here. It's actually an eye product. It's called the Clarisonic Opal, and it also vibrates. And you do it around your eyes right here, see? But now we're digressing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this, you know,
Do I look any better?
it's just another.
Is that it?
What if you can't afford all this? Does a good old-fashioned washcloth scrubbing your
That
face
is
work
true.
just
Yeah,
as
and
well?
you don't really need a washcloth either.
No?
It can be kind of abrasive in some people, but you know, sometimes this will get a boy, a kid,
You'd like
to
it's like a
use
power
it because
I will use
Yeah.
a power tool.
right, 'cause
Okay.
it's electric.
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Sanderly,
Doc.
thank you so much. I
Appreciate it.
love it. Great information. Thank you so much.
For this information.